Welcome to USL eCup Rocket League Edition, brought to you by HyperX. It's the Group 5 champion St. Louis FC taking on the runner-up in Group 6 Loudoun United FC. With Devin Kermike Watts on hand, Devin, match day 2 of the round of 16. We remain this 1v1 format, but now best of 5 series.
Best of 5, Mike, and still, though we've only had 2 matches, no one's taken it to 5 yet, and that's something I'd like to keep an eye on. Look, as you take a look at the bracket and everything that's going on, there are some quality fixtures that are heading our way. But let's start right in front of us. I love this matchup between St. Louis and Loudoun United. Yeah, you know, number 2 offense, number 2 defense, and then that other guy. Let's have a little fun.
Keith Mayfield, Alamaxia, playing for the St. Louis Area Food Bank, really impressed us in the first round. Brandon Williamson made his pro debut on the field not too long ago, playing for the Tourism and Hospitality Relief Fund.
He was humbled in his last match, though, Mike, against Wesley Wims from Union Omaha. 2-0 coming in. He loses the vital match, but still gets into the knockout round. He's going to need something special to get a victory today.
St. Louis Loudoun Game 1, best of 5 when we return.
Gear up this spring at Academy Sports and Outdoors.
USL eCup Rocket League Edition brought to you by HyperX. St. Louis FC and some rarefied air. Devin, Keith Mayfield is among the hallowed halls of the scoring offense leaderboard.
Mike, just remember that the real Slim Shady never stood up, but numbers do lie. And Kaylor Hodges, the fact that he's at 6, I'm appalled, I'm frustrated, and I'm just frustrated and appalled. But I'm really frustrated.
Here we go. First goal goes to Loudoun. It's 5 seconds in, and that is uncharacteristic from Alamaxia.
How about B-Dubs? Don't mind if you do, good friend, and you're spot on there, Mike. He only gave up 4 goals, Alamaxia, in the entire group stage. Watch out.
St. Louis in blue, trying to take this off the bounce. Loudoun may have made an error there. Alamaxia knocks it wide. Second effort off the back bumper, wide again. Out goes St. Louis.
In comes Loudoun. Oh, we're back to the in and out again. Man, I could go for a burger right now, Mike.
Is In-N-Out popular in the Metro DC area or St. Louis? Does their footprint extend that far? Wait a minute. Alamaxia levels the score. Puts it in, and it's all level at 1.
Footprint, tire track, doesn't matter. Did you know that there are actually 376 individual sensors that Alamaxia has worked in to that front right quarter panel? What a finish. No, Mike, I don't believe they do. While we're watching these fine gentlemen, I'm actually going to take a break, not pay any attention, get paid for it, and check in to see how far the reach is for In-N-Out Burger.
Devin, don't do that, because Alamaxia is about to score again. Are you back yet?
Yeah, I'm back. I never left. I was hungry, but I ordered it. The problem is it's coming from California, so they're going to drop ship it to me 3 to 5 days. Alamaxia puts this in the bottom corner.
So St. Louis grabs the lead. Keith Mayfield, a member of the Loudoun supporters group dating back to before the time that St. Louis FC began its existence in the USL Championship. Boy, Williamson's having a problem here, and Alamaxia knocks it across. Williamson flies through and spears it away.
Come on, B-dubs. 1-1. 1-1. Uno.
Williamson, he let it right into his own goal.
They used to give out rewards for this, Mike. Even medals for participation. No more. It's a thing of the past. Oh, no turbo. Come on, B-dubs. Watch out. That's a beautiful little touch. Not bad, Alamaxia, keeping the ball out. 2.5 to go. Oh, and he's in trouble. Alamaxia from distance. The fourth. Tell you what, it's pretty sweet. Flip reset, going vertical, right up over the top. B-dubs, what are you doing?
So make it 4-1 now to St. Louis FC.
I think I've said that a lot to him. What are you doing? He hasn't responded yet to me. Should I be concerned?
Your tone is wrong. Alamaxia smacks it in. It's more like, what are you doing? What are we doing? 5-1 St. Louis.
You want me to go all Taylor on him? All right, fair enough.
Banter with him.
By the way, Arizona, California, Nevada, Oregon, Texas, and my favorite, Utah. That's where they service.
We're still on In-N-Out Burger.
Correct. Told you I was hungry.
Williamson trying to cut into the deficit. He's done the dribble right, and he'll roll it in. So back to a 3-goal game with just under half of game 1 to play.
Nice pair of scissors, a little origami, have a little fun, good night's sleep, and we're right back at it.
You know, Devin, I put my address in New York City into In-N-Out Burger. It actually just defaulted to Canada.
They have them in Canada?
They don't.
No,
Not from what I can tell. I have no idea.
Perfect.
Alamaxia, well, Williamson had boggled that for a moment. Can he get up in the air? Williamson met him. 1:45 to play in game 1 of this best of 5. Alamaxia knocks it back toward the goal. Williamson able to steer it aside.
Oh, nice little reverse move. Oh, yeah, I love it. Oh, yeah.
That hung up a bit on St. Louis. And Loudoun trying to get there. There's no boost in the tank. So Loudoun runs it all the way downfield. It's now a 2-goal game.
This is a bit slower than what we've seen offensively from Alamaxia, Mike. Outside of the opening 2 matches, which he still won by a comfortable 8 goals, every other match he managed to score double digits. That's not the case here. B-Dubs has done well on the defensive side.
After 5 straight goals by St. Louis, 2 in a row for Loudoun. It looks like St. Louis has put an end to that. Maybe an end to game 1.
6-3, half the deficit is 3, minute left. Yeah, this is over.
So Loudoun United led by a rookie player on the field out of Duke. Celebrated his birthday during the group stage. One would imagine by playing a copious amount of Rocket League. trying to dig out of a 3-goal hole.
Why isn't dig one of the 5 Ds of dodgeball, Michael?
Because you're still out.
Oh.
Alamaxia power shot from distance. This one's in the books.
Exclamation point. Love it. Use the momentum. Maintain the boost. Inside the near post. Send B-dubs packing, at least for this game. Best of 5.
Still plenty of time for the Group 6 runner-up to make a go of this, but St. Louis, who were perfect in the group stage, only allowed 5 goals, have come out on fire to start game 1. And Devin, one has to wonder, based on the composition of the groups, you know, Wesley Mims was a real revelation for Union Omaha, but beating OKC was a pretty easy feat, we found out. As that'll count for Williamson. Williamson maybe not out of the most talent-laden group. Is that showing now?
Yes, 100%. Mims is my savior. I've told you that before. Mimsy, also known as MIMS and SMIM when it's backwards day. We also call it crisscross day, by the way.
Or cross Chris day. St. Louis takes game 1 in this best of 5. And Alamaxia looks every bit the favorite that people were terming him as. Got game 2, USL eCup Rocket League edition, brought to you by HyperX when we return.
We just want to say thank you to all doctors once again. We just want to say thank you to all nurses. We just want to say thank you to every healthcare service provider. We just want to say bless you, and we just want to say we appreciate you so much.
It is very important for us to stay at home, stay safe, stay with your loved ones, hold them tight during this time, and we will get through this together. We'll see you on the other side, and let's flatten this curve.
Four win for St. Louis FC in game 1. Can Loudoun United jump back into this thing? They gave up 5 unanswered in that first game. After Loudoun scored the opening goal 5 seconds in. Devin Kerr, Mike Watts on hand. St. Louis won't get there. Gorgeous goal by Williamson. He's got the opener again.
We saw this last match, Mike, and you know what? You don't want to anger Alamaxia, but you got to set the tone early, and he's done it inside 10 seconds. Stay strong, keep the momentum. There you go, there you go.
The bump from behind gives Williamson all the momentum, figurative and literal, to take a 2-goal lead.
Bump, 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 get it, shake, 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 shake a little something. I like it, B-dubs. That's my boy.
This portion of the match sponsored by Segra, proud partner of Loudoun United. Williamson. This might backfire. St. Louis can't do anything with it. Thanks, of course, to the partners that are... Whoa, Williamson. Airborne. Both the charitable partners and those who support clubs year-round, including in this tournament. Much appreciated. St. Louis responds. 4:12 to go in game 2, and Loudoun's lead sliced in half.
Still some fight here, though, Mike. I like the play out of Brandon Williamson much better. B-dubs, uno. Starting to work his way back in. That halo really starting to shine. Mike, honest question for you. What about the partners that don't support us? Like that woman in the other room that thinks she's married to me.
Williamson lobs it over. Devin, I can't help you there, man. I'm not a counselor.
Is that her behind me?
Could this go? It will. Alamaxi at 2-2 from half field.
It was not her. It was my in-and-out delivery, and wow, was it worth it. Beautiful burger, lettuce, tomato, pickle, cheese, but Alamaxia, more importantly, gets his second.
And a seaweed seed bun. Magnificent. Alamaxia strikes this off the post after using the backboard.
That's unlucky, Mike. He was close there.
Alamaxia cuts this off. Williamson rises. Doesn't get a great touch. He explodes, but he still sent it toward the goal and in.
And back for the Selly. Look at this. Little touch up over the top. That's your holding midfielder. Quick little touch through, allowing the forwards to run onto it. Of course, every forward had been taken down, and the ball just trickled into the goal.
Devin, you love to see it.
Oh, you love to see it, Mike.
This ricochet had a chance, and Williamson spikes it away. He has to rise up to try and keep this out, although it was a misguided shot to begin with. Trying to get back. He doesn't have the boost, although he got there at the end. What a save.
Oh, little touch there, Mike. What a matchup we've got here, my friend. You too, Mike.
Wait. Could this fall? It will.
Oh, Mike, Alamaxia understands that all he's got to do is just give it a little touch. Give it a little rub. He gets the correct bounce, and then it's in the bottom corner of the old onion bag. You love to see it.
It is a bulge in the old onion bag. We're leveled at 3 now, halfway through game 2. Williamson, no. And St. Louis must.
Ooh.
The bounce not very helpful, but he's there to poke it in. 4-3 St. Louis. They've come back from 2 goals down.
B-Dub's going to feel frustrated here as you don't want to say he had taken control of the match, but I really like the effort that he's put forth here. But just keep an eye on these restarts. Alamaxia starting to almost pump fake a little bit in the middle as they both rock off each other and then try and go the other direction. That's the second time he's been successful.
Alamaxia, the angle tightening. Williamson able to roll it away. Loudoun gets up to nod this forward.
Oh.
Will he pay for that?
Oh, look at this rebound, Mike.
Ball is all over the place. Not on target, but a save by Alamaxia. Williamson plays it into the corner. Under 80 ticks to go in game 2. St. Louis trying to secure a 2-game lead in this best of 5.
Much smarter in this second game for both of them. Good challenge there. Watch the little touch. He's got field to play with.
Under a minute to play. Knocked away by Alamaxia. This portion of the match sponsored by National Conference Center, proud partners of Loudoun United.
He's got to pick up some boost here, and he's got a chance.
Arriving, Loudoun can't get the equalizer. It's lifted just over the bar by St. Louis. 30 seconds to go. And knocked downfield by Loudoun, and it's a goal!
Mike, it's just as if John Kerr Jr.'s in the background, and they are back home at Koskinen Stadium. The equalizer inside 30 seconds. Oh, he's got alligator blood, this kid.
St. Louis looking to regain the lead. Williamson knocks him away and now clears the ball out. Should it remain 4-4, we'd go to sudden victory overtime in game 2. Plays it off the wall. He keeps it up. He scores at the death to win game 2. Loudoun levels the series.
Oh, B-Dubs on the selfish play with the 1-2 off the wall. Toca, Selly.
Necessary for Williamson. He is alive in the knockout stage. Game 3. Could it be decisive in this best of 5? It starts after this.
We just want to say thank you to our doctors once again. We just want to say thank you to all nurses. We just want to say thank you to every healthcare service provider. We just want to say bless you, and we just want to say we appreciate you so much.
It is very important for us to stay at home, stay safe, stay with your loved ones, hold them tight during this time, and we will get through this together. We'll see you on the other side, and let's flatten this curve.
The USL eCup is brought to you by HyperX. Check out the new Cloud Alpha S Blackout Edition at hyperxgaming.com. Loudoun answers against St. Louis in Game 2, and in this 5-game series, level at 1 game apiece. Alamaxia looking to get his first opening goal in this series. Has Loudoun done it again? Lifted away by St. Louis. Loudoun controls the respawn, finally there for St. Louis.
Oh, he's got to play the rebound better, Mike. Now he's got him.
Alamaxia rises up, met that at the highest point possible. It's off the other way and slashed into the upper corner.
Whoever comes out of the other side of this challenge gets a goal, Mike, and you don't see it on the first part there, but the 50-50 goes the way of Alamaxia, and for the first time in this competition, he's out in front against B-Dubs.
First time he's gotten that opening goal. He's used 5-goal and 3-goal runs to take control in games. Williamson, he'll pay for that. Alamaxia doubles the advantage.
What are you doing? Is that better, Mike?
Perfect. Alamaxia
lovely
clears.
little touch. Beautiful touch, Mike.
And off the rebound, Williamson given just enough time to recover. Devin, it's little plays like that. Williamson unable to keep this out. Eventually, he does give up the goal, but the defense on the previous effort was really tremendous.
Beautifully played, Mike, and those tiny little touches at the end for B-Dubs 1-1. It's very difficult because when he gets down to the line, you're looking for the quick redirect out, but the Angles game has to be absolutely perfect, and he actually got an F in his most recent geometry paper.
Ooh, knocked off the post by Williamson. He looked dead to rights. St. Louis sends it back into their own half, and the turnover leads to Loudoun's first goal in Game 3.
And is it too far away, though, Mike? You wonder if the distance created at the beginning of this by Alamaxia is going to prove too much for B-Dubs. Only time will tell. 2:39, 1-1, and that's about as many numbers as I can carry in my head.
Alamaxia wins the face-off and runs it straight down.
Still 3 goals. Not the end of the world. Look at the ball. You know, you got to wonder if it's still the titanium alloy ball that we've been using this entire time, or have they fixated it with the ultra-magnetic side frequency setting that they told us behind the scenes they would do in case people needed an extra boost.
Well, Select is the official ball supplier of the USL Championship and many of the finest leagues in the world. I know that. The rest of it I don't. St. Louis gets another one. Knocked right off the top of Loudoun's car. This dribble went haywire.
No dice. No good. No bueno. Que mal. You get it. Bad. Bad news bears. Walter Matthau.
The extra touch, not enough to wind it into the net. We saw 2 decisive Game 3s in the group stage, and it's still best of 3. We have yet to see a Game 5 in USL eCup Rocket League Edition, brought to you by HyperX. Williamson waiting. He'll knock this away. This portion of the match brought to you by HyperX. Check out the new Cloud Alpha S Blackout Edition at hyperxgaming.com.
Big fan of the Blackout Edition, Mike. Big fan.
Hopefully both these guys are too. The captain's all getting outfitted with new gear by HyperX.
Oh, you're talking about the headset. Sorry. I thought you meant the shades to help you sleep better at night because there's no light in the room.
Nope. That ain't it. With 55 ticks to go, this is the final nail in the coffin for Loudoun in Game 3. Alamaxia up by 5, seemingly insurmountable.
As usual, confusion reigning supreme on the end of the analyst, and we're going to have a chat with him, but no confusion whatsoever with Alamaxia.
Alamaxia, the second highest goal-scoring team in the group stage. Won every single game they played by 8 goals or more in the group stage. 6-0 in the 3 matches. Got a tougher test here, but maybe not tough enough to unseat him. Alamaxia. Williamson arrives. off the back wall. Those angles are where Alamaxia really makes his money. St. Louis trying to add one more at the death. Ball live till it bounces on the field. There it is. St. Louis ahead 2-1 in a 5-game series to determine who's on to the quarterfinal. Does Loudoun stay alive? Does St. Louis punch their ticket? Find out next.
Gear up this spring at Academy Sports and Outdoors.
Game 4 between St. Louis and Loudoun. Will Loudoun be able to come back in this 5-game series? Will St. Louis win their critical 3rd game in the series and move on?
Yep.
Devin, the problem for both these guys is if you do get through, you have to face Tucson.
Oh, God. I mean, so no matter what, you're saying it's an L.
I'm not saying that. Alamaxia gets the opening goal here.
Confused once again, Mike. Mike, I've just been handed a card that has blown my mind. And the comment earlier about how we were going to talk to the analyst, I've just been handed a card that says I am the analyst.
Alamaxia spikes upfield. Ill-fated air dribble. Good ride on the wall to set up the goal.
Things that make you go, I don't know if Alamaxia has a chance in this game, Mike. Not the game against V-Dubs, meaning the fictional game in the next round. I'm looking ahead. I do have a Magic 8 Ball in front of me, and it has told me that V-Dubs Uno is not going to progress, but that future is unclear when asked about the matchup versus FC Tucson.
That is the nicest Magic 8 Ball I've ever met.
Mike, you a fan of the Magic 8 Ball?
Only when it gives me the answer I want.
Me too. Big fan over
Otherwise,
here. Big fan of the 8 Ball. Yep.
Huey Lewis and the fake news. Minute and a half into game 4.
Oh, step over.
And he put it over the top and in. Magisterial
don't need
goal.
money, Mike. Don't need money. That's the power of love. Love it. I like it. I like it. I like it. Come on, B-Dubs. There you go.
Good challenge. Alamaxia is going to take that away. He's going to send it from distance and sneak it inside. 4-0 in game 4, and it looks like St. Louis is on the cusp of the next round.
Louligans unite! There's actually a rumor floating behind the scenes for the St. Louligans. They will be putting together different rings so that when all of them put their hands in the middle, a special power will come out and help force the team into victory.
This team is well on its way to victory, no question about that.
Some people would say it's similar to Captain America, but that's not the case because, again, the Louligans are more centrally located in the United States. They don't have to worry about all of the rest of the boundaries there.
Dev, you and I know both the coaches of these two championship sides from the last few years. Steve Tritchu, Colorado Springs, moves to St. Louis. He was just inducted into the St. Louis Soccer Hall of Fame. Surely he's somewhere clapping right now as Alamaxia goes up by 6. Ryan Martin's been around Loudoun now for years through the DC United system and then into Loudoun last year. And I think both of them have reasons to be excited this year when soccer resumes, even though right now only one side's going to leave this matchup excited.
Loudoun was actually my dark horse with 8 games to go. I actually said that if any team was going to make a run below the playoff line and get in, I thought it would have been them. And they showed some quality form. It proved a bit too little too late, but there's some nice talent there. You know, they've had to reload a couple pieces. Kyle Murphy's no longer there. He's headed out. But with Ryan Martin at the helm, they're in good hands.
And they're finally home at Segra Field, which opened up midway through last season out in Loudoun County. Exciting time for Brandon Williamson as he starts his pro career, and for Keith Mayfield looking to add his 7th. He won't there. He won the ultimate prize following St. Louis Soccer. He met his wife, Liz, after buying a scarf from her in the supporters group. The Louligans bring people together, Devin.
That's the ultimate prize?
Yes, and Rocket League ultimately tears people apart.
Oh, I look forward to it every day.
Williamson, the dying embers of his Rocket League dream. Driven up. Williamson got a touch. Second effort, able to knock it out to half field.
I'd be hard-pressed to see Williamson come out of here, Mike, without getting on to the scoreboard. And it just goes to show you that Alamaxia figuring things out in B-Dubs 1-1. Not having as much success, and started strong the first 2 games, struggled heavily in the third, and that's carried over here to the fourth. We will not be seeing a 5th, a 6th, or a 7th. Of course, 7 and 6 no longer exist, so we're just staying on 4.
Speaking of 4, if somehow Alamaxia keeps this out, will not be the 4th shutout pitched by St. Louis in this tournament. Still, convincing enough. They're up 6-1 with 41 seconds to go.
They actually took away the pitching motion in round 1, Mike. I'm not sure if you saw the memo.
Bounding ball, Alamaxia gives it a kiss. Williamson slaps it away. 30 seconds to play. Alamaxia, no way! Williamson rises up, keeps it out. And Alamaxia puts it in. Took it off the back wall and knotted it down for the goal.
Still no double digits. Little frustrated. Oh, look at the clock. 7-1 with 17 seconds. Mike, it's an omen. It's lunchtime.
It's actually not an omen, it's called a palindrome. Anywho, St. Louis through. They do drop a game for the first time in this tournament. It makes them 9-1 overall through 4 matches. St. Louis FC on to the next round. Show you the highlights when we come back.
We just want to say thank you to to our doctors once again. We just want to say thank you to all nurses. We just want to say thank you to every healthcare service provider. We just want to say bless you, and we just want to say we appreciate you so much.
It is very important for us to stay at home, stay safe, stay with your loved ones, hold them tight during this time, and we will get through this together. We'll see you on the other side, and let's flatten this curve.
Highlights, USL eCup Rocket League Edition brought to you by HyperX. Tacoma and Philly got through in the first day. St. Louis gets through to start day 2 in the round of 16. Alamaxia showed well in the group stage. This was tougher competition. It didn't faze him at all, Dev.
And defensively, he grew throughout the matches, and that's what's most important here where, yeah, he didn't put up the gaudy numbers on the offensive side of the ball, didn't hit double digits once, and he had only failed to do that one other time. That was in the opener versus Red Bull 2. But I think the key thing for me here, Mike, is that he gave up 11 goals overall, only 5 coming in, but 11 in this matchup, but 9 were in the first 2 matches. And he went 1-1 in the remaining 2. And he kept the shutout for quite some time in that last 7-1 victory. So quality performance, building momentum, he's going to need it.
St. Louis, winner of Group 5, is through to the quarterfinal so far. 3 group winners through in 3 matches in the round of 16. Tucson almost assuredly their next opponent. That's coming up next at 8:30 Eastern, 5:30 Pacific. For our wonderful Vista WorldLink team, led by producer Sharni Yerke and Devin Kerr alongside Mike Watts, saying thanks for watching USL eCup Rocket League Edition, brought to you by HyperX. We'll see you next time.